guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Today we are going to be designing 3 different rooms but with the same concept. So as you might know, The Sims 4 has recently added a new life stage, which is the infant life stage, and although I have played around with it a little bit, I haven't gotten a proper chance to enjoy the life stage as it was meant to be enjoyed. I did a 7 infant challenge, which was insanely hectic and I would not recommend it to anybody. For this build, I'm going to be designing 3 different infant nurseries, and each of the nurseries have a different theme. This is the first nursery that I'm doing, and I wanted to go for a very nice blue theme. So as you can kind of see, the colors in this room is pretty much just blue and green, which I think worked really well together. I didn't necessarily want to stereotype any rooms, but I did want to try and create 3 different nurseries for 3 different types of situations. The blue nursery that I'm working on here is more kind of focused around dinosaurs and space. The carpet that we are using came with the new update and I absolutely love that carpet. I can easily see me using that in a lot of my builds when it concerns younger children. Originally I had the carpet set for a space theme, but as you can see I did end up changing that to the dinosaur theme, and we are going to kind of replace the mobile that is hanging from the ceiling for a space one. So altogether this is probably my favorite room out of all of them. To be honest, I do love all of the rooms very much. They're a lot of fun to create, but I can see myself probably using that blue nursery more than the other nurseries, but that's just the type of player I am. I didn't want to just create nurseries that I would typically use, but also nurseries that I can see my Sims kind of using, and I find it very boring to kind of constantly go with the same theme. I enjoy trying to figure out what my Sims were like and to play that way. This is the second nursery that I'm busy creating, and this nursery had quite a few different ideas. The main idea was I wanted this to kind of be plain and neutral colors, but that didn't really work as well. There are a lot of white colors going on in this nursery, and that is something that I was going for. Personally, I enjoy having a lot of colors when it comes to nurseries or kids rooms, so it was very difficult for me to try and tone down this room because every single time I tried to tone it down there was always something that was making me want to add more color or to make it a little bit more busy. Another part of this build was that I wanted to kind of make it more animal themed but also very nature themed, and I found it very difficult to do. I do love the wallpaper that we have here. It's kind of this leaf wallpaper. I love the design, I just barely get to use it, and so I thought this could be the perfect build where I'm able to use this wallpaper. Unfortunately, I do decide to change it because it just makes the room look too busy, and I needed it to look a little bit more plain to go with the style that I was hoping for. So the leaves don't really stick around, but I did add in some animal plushies to kind of give it that animal theme. I do also really like this room. I feel like if I were to add this nursery in particular to my game, there's a few things that I would just have to change to fit my own preference, but that is more or less what I was going for. I hope that you can kind of see the theme I was going for when I say I wanted it to be more neutral tones and not too busy. I don't know, it just seems too white and too fancy to be a kid's room. It also has a glass sliding door, which is a little bit weird. Realistically, I don't think that's something you would want for a nursery, but it's The Sims and it looked good, which is why I decided to stick with it. Over here we are doing the last room, and this is meant to be a pretty pink princess room, and I always love the ideas of my Sims children or toddlers or babies being treated like royalty, just really spoiled over the top. I always have that one Sim child, always just feels really girly, and so that's something that I wanted to portray with this nursery. As you can see, I use a lot of pinks in this nursery and a lot of whites. I use this royal curtain kind of over the crib because I feel like that just really suits the vibe. I tried to do something with a hanging curtain, but it just didn't look good in the end, and I think that this plain curtain just really suits the build well, so I decided to stick with it. You can kind of see me trying to figure out how am I going to do this, and I knew in a pretty pink princess nursery I had to add the giant castle in because to me that just kind of makes sense. Of course my Sim toddlers and infants are going to be playing dolls with that, and it goes perfectly with the whole theme of this room. There's nothing too much special about this room. I think if I would have a rich sim family that ended up having a girl, this would probably be the nursery that I would use, because that just really suits that type of personality for me, like a really girly girl. And again, I really love this nursery and I would definitely use it in the right situations. So yeah, as you can see, I also added in a unicorn, and we are going to be adding in a few more stuffed plushies, very small ones. We are adding in a ladybug as well as a rabbit, because I felt as though that really suited this build. So yeah, that is basically it. Those are the 3 rooms that I decided to create. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a new video. You can find all of these rooms on the Sims 4 gallery. You can search up my origin ID, which will be in the description below, and hopefully you should find them fairly easily. If you're watching this video pretty soon after it came out, it'll be one of the last things I updated, so have fun with that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!